Kind of gets them very, very comfortable. You get a little breather there, you know, when you get to 6. And then what happens after that?
Well, after fence 6, they're going to come around the corner up to number 7. They got a little bit of time to relax and catch their breath and gather themselves, because fence 7, one of the few semi-unrelated lines of the field, but yet after fence 7, they come back around the arena, compose themselves once again a little bit, getting ready for 8 to that tough 9AB we just mentioned.
Exactly.
Well, as always, I would say Mr. Richard Spooner would be one of the favorites, but Carino's had a little bit of a layoff. Richard flying back and forth between Florida has been very difficult for him. He's obviously a little bit tired. This evening, obviously, John Pearce, I think, would have to be the hands-on favorite for the evening. His horse Chianto has been absolutely phenomenal through the desert circuit, and if he can continue that good riding tonight, you could see him, and also on his other horse, Son of a Gun, possibly right there towards the top of the leaderboard.
That's kind of what I was thinking. Are there any All right, we're going to turn the page and go to Mr. John Pearce and Chianto. This is the other story of the year that really was emerging at Thermal.
Yeah, this horse, it was good last year and it's good this year, and I think, I don't know why I picked him second tonight, but he maybe had a theory. You know,
maybe he's got a plan that we don't know about. Yeah,
that's right. Every rider has some sort of a plan. Sometimes you just leave it up to chance because you're not worried about which horse goes first. So, but yeah, I think this horse is jumping well, and it'll be interesting to see which horse maybe he takes to the World Cup.
Wow. Well, Olaf has certainly done his job this evening.
Yeah. So far, we're jumping off with 1 fall, so no clean, and it's not surprising in a way, just because of the time of year, and the horses have already jumped a lot of big courses. And
Right. John Pearce here, holding on to that clear round so far.
This is a difficult vertical to get to, and I'm surprised it didn't come down more often. JP could be our first clean, though. He is
Ooh, Jenny Martin, McAllister.
Could be.
Wow, that was a game effort. Wow. Love that.
I said something about
it. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
There you go. I think you called it, Jenny Martin McAllister, our visionary Grand Prix rider, and making the call tonight. John Pearce, Chianto, going to the head of the list this evening. He is first in what has yet to be a jump off. Going to the top of the leaderboard, John Pearce, Chianto, 65-63 and change. Really turning in a sterling performance this evening.
Great course, very challenging, technical, perfect. I think a time allowed, not ridiculous, but enough to put a lot of pressure on. Really good, really good.
Definitely a formidable course for the final World Cup qualifier we have.
I think it's a good preparation. I wouldn't say, you know, I mean, you have to take into consideration that there's only 18 horses tonight.
Yes.
So, and you want to have a decent class. So, you know, he couldn't overbuild, but he sure didn't underbuild.
Chianto rocking and rolling right here in San Juan Capistrano. What a great, great night. So if you like that, next weekend, 4:10, Saturday afternoon, 2 o'clock, tune in for the very best in sport. It's right here, right now on Show Jumping Unplugged TV. That's SJUTV.com for the very best each week, bringing it to you live like nobody else does. All right, let's go back to ringside.
Yeah.
So the only one to go clean after all that.
Yeah, it's a nice way to win. It's you don't have to jump off, which is wonderful.
Wonderful.
Really
nice for the horses.
It's nice for the horses, and it's nice for me too, because like I said, I was a little lucky in the first round, and it's great. Yeah.
Nice. Okay, so Son of a Gun was your World Cup horse, though. So how does that work out in points for you?
Well, I'm already qualified for Geneva, but I'm not going. I've chose not to go this year.
Okay.
I have other plans, long-term plans, and it's a little early in the season for me. And for a lot of reasons, I've decided to pass on Geneva and I'm more focused on the Pan American Games next year, and hopefully London.
Nice. Of course, London 2012. You're so excited for that.
Yeah, I don't want to go too hard on my horses. They're doing so well, and I just don't want to take that much juice out of them this early. I have to develop my brown horse, Son of a Gun, a little bit more. He's probably not quite ready anyway. And Chianto's 14, and I just don't want to use him up. I want to kind of save.
Again, our congratulations to John Pearce and his horse Chianto for taking the lion's share of the money tonight here at the $50,000 Orange County Register Grand Prix. We're so excited that you tuned in and joined us tonight. Don't forget, next Saturday, fabulous Grand Prix. It's going to be here at Blenheim, out on the grass in beautiful San Juan Capistrano. So don't forget. In fact, that's the next 2 Saturdays in a row. And then also, when you're watching, chime in on Facebook and Twitter and keep us company. So listen, I'm Tamara Peterson signing off for tonight's Grand Prix. Thank you so much again for tuning in. It was great having you. And we'll see you next week.